Good morning, students of class 8th. In previous video, we had discussed about our brain and we had completed about cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Now, second part of CNS. First part we have said CNS consists of two parts, brain and spinal cord. So, by studying cerebellum and medulla oblongata, we have completed brain. Now, second we are going to start spinal cord. Just we have studied this one is our brain box. In brain box, this one is our brain consisting of three parts: cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. There you have studied this medulla oblongata terminates outside and emerges out from skull through a fine pore known as foramen magnum. This extended part of medulla oblongata which comes out from the brain box is known as spinal cord. Clear? From this spinal, which runs through the central canal of your backbone. From this spinal cord, total 31 pair is spinal nerves arise. How many? 31 pair spinal nerves arise. Now, if we cut the transverse section of this spinal cord, then this type of structure is observed. If you cut the transverse section, prepare its slide, and if you cut the section of transverse section of the spinal cord, prepare its slide, and observe at a microscope, then this type of structure will be observed. I have shown the parts of only one side, that is this side, this type of this side, the part that will not because same parts will be there. We had also studied about grey and white matter. The part of Indian nervous organ which is made up of only cytons is known as grey matter, and the part of Indian nervous organ which is made up of axons only is known as white matter. When you observe the section of spinal cord, we see that the spinal cord consists of two parts. Here you see the grey matter is towards center and white matter is towards periphery, while in cerebrum and cerebellum the condition is just reverse. Grey matter was towards periphery, white matter was towards center. But medulla oblongata and spinal cord, the condition will be reversed, the position will be reversed. Grey matter is towards center and white matter is towards periphery. Now, we had also said the spinal cord controls the reflex actions. This one is your skin. Already you know skin is known as a receptor. It receives all the stimuli. If any stimulus is showing its action, then the impulse information is received, and with the help of this sensory neuron, information is carried to our spinal cord, and this impulse will enter inside grey matter, where it will hand over the received sensation to the cytons of one more neuron known as intermediate neuron or mixed neuron, intermediate neuron or associative neuron. At the time of studying types of neuron, we have studied three: sensory neurons, motor neurons, and intermediate neuron. This one is intermediate neuron, which remains present in between sensory and in between motor. This one is the motor neuron, which is responsible for carrying impulse of order. So this intermediate neuron receives the information is carried by means of sensory neuron. It is supplied to grey matter, where intermediate neuron is there. The impulse will be handed over. This intermediate neuron will generate order for showing action, for showing reflex action, and that order is supplied to the dendrites of motor neuron. And this impulse of order is carried by means of motor neuron, and this impulse of order will make that muscle or gland, you have said muscles or glands are known as effectors. So this impulse of order will come either to muscle or to gland, that you can say effector, and by after receiving that impulse order, this effector will help in showing reflex action. Now I am giving one example. Suppose this part is touching any hard object, then the dendrites which are present here, they will carry the sensory neuron of this part will carry that impulse of information to our spinal cord, and this information will enter from the dorsal side, from the back side, and this is the reason why it is known as the dorsal root. And after generating impulse, the impulse of order will come out from the ventral side, that is through the motor neuron. The sensory neuron carries impulse of information from dorsal side, and the impulse of order will come out from ventral side. It is carried by means of motor neuron to which organ? To this muscle, and you will suddenly, this muscle will contract and your hand will be withdrawn from there. Clear? So this is the structure and function how our reflex actions are shown. Again I am going to repeat. This one is a receptor. It is receiving impulse, stimuli or any stimulus. Information of this stimulus is carried by means of sensory neuron through dorsal root. It will enter inside the gray matter of the spinal cord, where this information is handed over to dendrites of intermediate neuron. This intermediate neuron will generate impulse of order. That impulse of order is handed over to the dendrites of motor neuron, and this motor neuron from the ventral side will come out and will carry this impulse of order either to muscles or to glands, and with the help of that muscles or glands you will be able to show reflex action. Yesterday in the previous video we said also we had defined reflex actions. What? All those responses, all those actions which are shown very quickly and without thinking are known as reflex action. So for example, this withdrawing of hand is performed without thinking, without taking time. So this one is also the example of reflex action, and it is controlled by this type of action. So you have seen spinal cord is the main part of our nervous system. Its importance is just like brain, and it controls all reflex actions, and thus it provides protection to our body from harmful stimuli. Clear?